Good afternoon. My name is Bill Washington. I'm a member of New Horizon Church International here in Jackson, Mississippi, and we're a part of Working Together Jackson. Today at 12:50, I get a text from my pastor, Bishop Ronnie Kruger Sr., asking me if I would come stand in for him and do a podcast over here with Chris Young and his team to talk about what's going on in Jackson or whatever I want to talk about. But I told Chris, I said, Chris, I need your help. This is brand new for me because I'm normally behind the scene. Today I've had a very busy day. We gave food out to over 200 people at our church today. The line just kept going. They just kept coming. They just kept coming. And I love serving and making a difference in this community. I get a chance, by doing this, I get a chance to take things to my hometown of Florida. But working in the city of Jackson has been it's a pleasure for me, and working with the people of Working Together Jackson, it's an honor that they would call on me to be able to stand in. And I love my bishop, and he's always got his fingerprints on doing something in this city. And 90% of the times, he's got me involved in it. So he's on vacation in Florida and thought about me standing in for him, and I think that's an honor. And I'm here. A lot of time I'll say no when I get those last-minute requests from anybody. But today, I told Bishop I would come. So I'm honored to be here. I'm sitting beside my friend Chris Young. We met earlier this year, or the latter part of 2021, but it's a blessing to be here with you, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. And it's good to be with you. In fact, I was thinking back, waiting for the show to start. I mean, you really, you're one of the first people that I met in terms of, not just meeting in a restaurant or a social, at a formal event, which was trying to do good for the city of Jackson, the Economic Summit that was out there at New Horizon. Back on December of last year. So you're one of the very first people of significance is really doing things in the community that I met, and I remember that.
Chris, I get up every day thinking about what I'm going to do to make a difference in this community, in this state. It's a driving force within me, and that's one of the reasons that I love New Horizons so, and I like working together Jackson, because if we don't do what we do, who else gonna do it? You can't point fingers at anybody else, and you have the capability of doing things yourself. So I'm a doer, and the bishop knows that I'm a doer.
That's it.
So I couldn't tell him no today.
Yeah, I get it. I'm glad you told him yes. Give us a chance to do this.
Yes.
And it just I try to think. The glass is always half full.
Yes.
People are always saying, how are you doing, Chris? What's going on? And I tell them I've never had it so good, because what are we choosing to focus on?
Yeah.
And when I think of Working Together Jackson, I was just reviewing the list earlier. I mean, this is an organization, as Bishop would always say, and Perry Perkins and Siobhan always say, is an organization of organizations. I mean, you have various churches, Catholic Church,
yes,
Mount Olive Baptist Church, you have the Masjid Mohammed, Midtown Partners, colleges, Hope Enterprise Corporation. You have so many entities, People's Advocacy, St. Andrew's Episcopal, all kinds of the Zoo Area Progressive Partnership,
yes,
Association of Educators, on and on and on. And the magic, it seemed like to me, being new down here, it seemed to me like the magic of this organization is the leadership has that ability, and those top echelon, they have a character, and to be able to draw other people in to work collectively, and they don't get tripped up in the weeds like
right,
a lot of us do.
Right.
They stay focused and on doing good things down here.
Chris, is all about networking, and in order to accomplish anything, It's about networking. You need others to participate. You can't do it by yourself. Bishop has this thing that he says that nothing just happens. People make it happen.
That's right.
Working together, Jackson, and all these different denominations and business people that come together to form this organization. It's a multitude, and it crosses all denomination,
Right.
all racial backgrounds, and our political backgrounds as well, because that's a big issue in our nation, not just our city, is political boundaries. In this group, there's no boundaries.
No boundaries, but a lot of character, because it's not every organization. I don't think that you've been around here much longer than me, but it's not every organization that could get a sit down, anytime they want with council members or in the mayor's office or whatever. I mean, and that's only going to happen because the character of the organization. They know that they're not trying to beat up on anybody, like you said before, not trying to point fingers, just saying, let's understand the problem, let's understand the causation, and what can we do to apply some sort of solution.
Well,
and then move on to the next thing.
You have to get past the finger pointing, and you have to be able to sit down. What's missing in a lot of situations, Chris, is compromising and people voicing their opinions. In working together, Jackson, you got all these different viewpoints, but at the end of the day, it's what can we do to move the ball down the field?
Right.
And working with the mayor and all these councilmen and other people, they understand. These people represent other people.
Right.
Those are voters.
Yes.
So in order for you to have favor,
Right.
you need to sit at the table and listen, and let's nip this thing in the bud. I'm an old bona fide favorite. Bona fide used to always say, let's nip it. I believe in nipping it, and working together, Jackson believes in nipping it also, because they have a plan and they try to work that plan.
Yeah. So involved, and the other thing too, I was talking to Siobhan Chapman
Yes.
yesterday.
Beautiful lady.
Yes, wonderful, so smart. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. And pardon me. And as she was driving, I think she might have been coming back into town or something like that, but she took up, we had a nice conversation, and she was reminding me that, there's particular issues that Working Together Jackson, Working Together Mississippi is going to be focused on, but there's also much broader. It's not a totally issues-oriented organization. The broader is there's also a very broad focus on larger issues having to do with poverty, having to do with equitable wages.
Yes.
I mean, I saw that news report yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. It's just, heart-sickening, where apparently and again, not to point fingers, but just when you see inequity, you have to say something about it, but in the Attorney General's office, of all places, and apparently race has crept in there, because staff members are getting, was reported on, I believe it was either Super Talk or LBT, probably LBT, and that some staff members getting multi-$1,000 a year raises, but other staff members weren't. And the only dividing line that they could discern, race. Crazy.
Well,
so Working Together Jackson tries to work on broad-based issues like those inequitable wage situations, the labor, the ability to, form working partnerships, unions, and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
I know Secretary
Definitely.
of Labor Marty Walsh was down here last week. So it's not just on single issues, like, for example, with the trash contract, but more broader-based issues, too. And to me, that just rings true in my heart.
Well, this is a multifaceted situation that we're facing in this city and this nation, and it's not one item.
Right.
It's multiple. And back to what you were just saying, no, I was not aware of that situation, but things that's done in the dark will come to the light.
They will.
And somebody's going to talk.
Yeah. Somebody did.
Somebody gonna try. Always, yeah. Look at everything that's going on in this nation.
Yeah.
But one thing I admire, but this what we do here, working together, Jackson, is that we work together.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all about Bishop. It's not all about Perry.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the whole spectrum of
Right.
all the different things that need to. And
People know that.
Yeah,
They know that nobody wants to get bogged down in.
No, because you can't do it by yourself.
weeds.
Can't do it by yourself.
Right.
You can't do it by yourself.
Right.
It's a team effort, and it's all about the T. It's not about the I.
One voice. And when I think about having a cohesive message and a cohesive voice too, I think about this voting. We're only what are we 18 months away from a general election.
Yeah, well,
and that's
we got a midterm. Don't skip the midterm.
We got the midterms, but
we got a midterm, and it's a big one.
Yeah.
Because it could change the dynamics in the House or the Senate. So, yeah, let's deal with the midterm coming up in November.
I don't think we're going to see any changes in the second congressional district, thank God. But
we already got some in the fourth.
In the fourth and the third. Well, no, I guess he's going to stay now. The guest, right?
Well, he has an opposition. He has a Democratic candidate that's running against him. So, time will tell.
Time will tell.
November 8th will tell. He was running scared for a while.
Really running scared.
He went in the bushes with his commercials out during the runoff. I'm like, wow, that's lovely.
Yeah. That must be so intoxicating to have that level of power that you just doing everything sliding out of your character.
Yeah.
To not, in order to hold on to that, it must be something that I've certainly never known about it.
I've been doing politics 31 years, Chris, and when I was running a Supreme Court race in 2016, that was the ugliest race that I had been in, the most negative race that I've been involved in. We won, but to see how the other side would just create, and right now it's just prevalent where will say and do anything just for power, just for a position,
right?
Like they have no morals.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like you were mentioning too, Bill. The country is so divided right now, and again, working together, Jackson is just like to be held up as really a model because everybody's a lot of people, if you tell them your favorite color is blue, they're going to say, well, my favorite color is red. And give me a break. It's okay if you want to have blue. It's just that tribalism and division of people. And, it's downright scary some days.
When you look at the makeup of this organization as a whole, you'd be proud of it.
Yes.
Because it has some of every type.
Yes.
Ethic, religion, denomination, you name it, political, that's a part of
That's right.
Working Together Jackson.
And that reminds me, you saying that too, for the viewers today, please visit workingtogetherjackson.org, and you'll find a lot of the information that we're mentioning today is articulated on the web pages. There's photographs of different events, different initiatives that are going on. Also, too, if you like to call into this show, have any thoughts or concerns or comments, please feel free to call in at any time. Our number is 1-800-492-5186. 1-800-492-5186. So yeah, and so I think it's a model for this. I don't have to agree with. Like this morning, Bill, I was shaking hands with our new Jackson City Council president,
Ashby Foote.
And I was thinking to myself, how in the world did this happen?
Yeah.
But then I thought, you know what? It happened. It's done. And so I walked up to him and I said, "Good morning, Councilman Foote. My name is Chris Young. I want to congratulate you on, being able to ascend to the presidency. And I thought this would be his second time, but he said no.
First.
His first time.
Yeah.
So however that came to pass, it certainly baffled me when I heard it. I said, wait a minute, did you just say, and they say yes. But, another thing, and I said to Mr. Foote this morning, I said, well, Mr. Foote, being a former military man like you are, and like I am, you understand that it's an old management technique that every so often it maybe is a good idea to just shake the tree a little bit and see what falls out. And he said, well, yeah, I guess that's what we did. And I said that, the truth is everybody knows we couldn't go any further down, so there's only one direction to go at this point. And he said, well, I certainly hope so.
Wow.
So that was it.
I was caught off guard too, so when I saw in the news that Ashby was the president of the Jackson City Council. I didn't even think Ashby would want that position because he'd been there, and I knew he never, from my knowledge, he's never pursued it. But I thought it was going to go in a different direction because I just had lunch with my son from D.C. on his way out back to D.C. Tuesday, and I told him, I say, after this, they're in a meeting right now, so the new president's going to be so and so, and I was caught off guard when I got home to find out. Yeah. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow was right.
Wow, but hey, and look at that though, Chris. Just look at that dynamics. 2 white, 5 blacks.
Yeah.
Look at the dynamics now.
Mind-boggling.
This young man, Ashby, in 2020 or 2017, wore a Trump cap to the city council meeting.
Right.
And now he's the president of the Jackson City Council and a minority.
And a minority.
Wow.
In a black city.
Yeah.
Just baffling.
Yeah.
Let's we'll go ahead and take our break for the commercial and hear what our sponsors have to say, and then maybe we can jump back in on this.
All right. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
SocratesGarrettENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. SocratesGarrettENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.DOT grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. By using SocratesGarrettENT.com's crushed concrete products, anyone from homeowners to general contractors can help reduce landfilled concrete waste, conserve natural resources, and gain significant economic savings on materials and disposal costs. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
Hi, I'm Q Talicia Garrett. I am here to introduce our New South Development and Training Outreach Hour every Tuesday at 2 p.m., giving you information on how to become a part of the programs through USDA and Farm Service Agency. We can be reached at 678-779-9468. We can also be found online at newsouthoutreach.com.
SGECOVIDsolutions.com is paving the way forward for a safer city government delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols developed internationally by top virologists and scientists using an all-natural cleaning solution, killing COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. For more information, please call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com. Let SGECOVIDsolutions.com provide innovative rapid facilities testing and world-class state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs. Call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com.
Back on you, Chris.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us here at WeBelieveDigital.com. We Believe Digital's right in the heart of Jackson, Mississippi, a very unique state with a very unique reputation. But we're here today under the banner of Together, Working Together Jackson, and we were just talking before the break about the shakeup in the city council a little bit, and I think a lot of people were surprised. Bill, I was listening on WNPR last night, and I was surprised with the level of calls because many people, but I think it is a piece of insight for me too, because many people were not happy with that change at the city council. Many people were delighted. In fact, they called the names of the person that was the former president, had bad names to say about her. But the way it turned out, I don't think is the way everybody was expecting. But Bill, there were probably 5 calls in a row that said, knock it off, you people. Look, is it working? And the truth is, it's not working.
No.
So I don't care if he's a Trumper. I don't care if he's white. I don't care if he's been there for too many years. It doesn't matter. If he can do a better job, let's give him a try.
Yeah.
And I heard that call after call after call, and I was I have to tell you, I was really shocked to hear that on, a black radio station.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was shocked at the person that selected, but I didn't have any problem with it because, just like you just said, I don't think we can get any worse than what we've been going through in this last year and a half. A lot of it was COVID, but then when we expect our government system to work.
Yes.
We expect our supervisors to do what they're supposed to do. We expect our city council to do. But yesterday, watching channel WLBT, and Fortenberry did his summation about the leadership. It was on point.
Yeah.
He put the pictures up of each one of the council persons and the mayor.
2025.
We got to make some changes.
Clean sweep.
Hey, no problem with that.
Yeah.
We got to make some change. In order for this city to prosper, we got to elect people with a mindset that is not about them. It's about moving the city forward. It's about others.
Well, we know about that too in military service. However you got to that point in your life, I got a nudge from a judge, and that's how I end up at the recruiter's office. But, eventually the day came and I raised my right hand, I took an oath, and then you're locked in at that point.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about service. And I'm sure you had the same experience where you just, all of a sudden you realize that the me is now going on the back burner because there's missions to be performed and the national defense and following the orders of the officers over you and so forth like that, and it seemed to me like there's a lot of self-service on that council.
100%. One of the best moves I ever made in my life, Chris, was going through the military. The discipline. And those years, 18 and a half years, really was a guiding point in my life. Made a difference.
And the maturity that comes with it.
Oh, man.
And the other thing, too, you're constantly interacting with others people from all other backgrounds. But ultimately singular focused on one mission.
Family.
It becomes a
family. Yeah, and I still network with some of my guys right now from 1974. Fort Benning, Fort Dix. We still communicate. We call, we Facebook.
Yeah.
But they're my friends.
That's right.
Lifelong friends.
That's right.
A lot of them here locally. That's who I was in the reserve with for 15 years. We still communicate and we do things together. It's all about a bonding system, and we listen to each other. We don't always agree, but at the end, we're on the same page.
Right.
We're on the same page. That's that military concept. Because you can't be going in two different directions at the same time.
Can't do it.
It won't work.
And, I got to thinking, too, because you haven't been involved in political campaigns for so long. One of the things that I had taken some notes about the last elections, talking about city council now, and I had jotted down the numbers and the percentages. And, I did the craziest thing this morning, Bill, when I was still processing that news about Ashby Foote becoming the new council president. I went back and I pulled all those numbers, and I don't have the pad in front of me right now, but I know that the first numbers were 17,000, And so what I'm getting at is with all 7 wards, the cumulative votes that were cast for those people that are in office right now equated to 17,000 blank. 17,000, let's just say it was 17,400 votes together. So that gets me thinking, and I'm curious, how it might register, or if it would register with you. Maybe it's not significant at all, in other words.
It's very significant.
But out of all the grown-ups in Jackson, the turnout was so low that you have really 17,000 people that put 7 people in office that are deciding everything that goes on for a city of 170,000.
Well, yesterday Fortenberry put a number up. He put 19,000.
Okay.
That 19,000 actually participated in the election last year. 19,000 out of, when you say 170, you're talking about the whole Hinds County.
Right.
What he did was he broke it down and say, okay, they don't have an exact number for Jackson, but he did a roundabout like 116 just for the city of Jackson. So out of 116 possible registered voters, only 19,000 actually participated in the process of electing 7 council people and a mayor to govern them for 4 years.
And the first thing
Wow.
you might think is apathy. And then you say, but then flip that around. If you're here, if you've been here, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, what do you see happening? I mean, no matter what people have said and done before, we're at where we're at now. So there's this part of me that wants to, I guess, Bill, I'm just trying to consider the other viewpoint. There's this part of me that wants to understand where they're coming from when they say, the heck with it, I'm not going out there to that poll.
After 31 years of doing the political arena, Chris, what you have is a lot of complacent people. Don't see government doing what they're supposed to do, functioning, but they don't understand that you control the voters, controls government. You control, you decide who's going to be there.
Yeah.
If you get complacent and don't participate in the process, you have failed your city, your county, your state, your elected official. You fail yourself because voting is a weapon, and it's very powerful. If you don't use it, you lose it. And if you don't use it, you don't have a voice. So people can do what they want to do.
Right.
And that's what we have. People doing what they want to do because they know only a small percentage of the people are concerned about it.
Yeah.
We need that uprising. We don't have those people that motivate voters to get engaged. 2020 was a great movement because we was able to make a difference on the federal level. This year, what are we going to do on the midterms? What are we going to do in 2024? We have elections every year. This year we have judges, November 8th. These are people that's very integral in what goes on in the criminal justice system.
That's right.
And we have problems in Jackson in the criminal justice system. We have revolving doors, Chris.
Yeah.
We have revolving doors, and it's repeat offenders doing the same thing. And that hurts the community.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard stories from the chief of police, and I've heard stories from Tyree Jones, the sheriff, about how some of these young fellas, they'll tell the law enforcement officer right to his face, go ahead, do whatever you want.
Because they know they're going to get out.
We'll be out of here in about 4 hours anyway.
Yeah.
We both know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Demoralizing.
Right.
Demoralizing.
We grew up afraid of law. Jail. Some went in the military to keep going to jail.
Me. Yeah. 30 days over my head. Yeah.
A lot of these folks need to be in the military.
Well, that's an interesting concept because there's other countries, including Russia, that has a 2-year conscription, 2 years conscripted service, and I don't know. We do have the Peace Corps. We do have the, I want to say, is it Vista or this,
Job Corps?
Yeah, different national service programs that people can enroll in and be a part of. And boy, it'd be a good idea to do that.
Yeah, but these people that's out here doing this stuff, they don't have the mindset to do that No. That's the folks you're talking about. They care, and they want to make a difference.
They care.
We have people that want to rob, steal, and destroy, and that's not good for the city, and that's killing our image.
No. And I was just thinking back again to when I first was introduced to Working Together Jackson, and for that night that I met you, Bill, December 7th of 2021, up there at New Horizon on the Hill, and interesting thing, and hopefully people can change their viewpoint over time. But I can remember Working Together Jackson hosted this economic summit. And one of the items, I don't have the sheet in front of me right this second, but one of the items was to shift, I believe it was to a minimum of 50%.
Yeah.
The contracts for goods and services go to black businesses, black contractors in our 85% black city and our 73% black county of Hinds County. And lo and behold, I can remember looking up on the dais and seeing Mr. Foote on the dais. And as soon as that was announced, he was just shocked to hear that. And but fair is fair, and we need black economic engines. We need powerful business that can help people earn living wages, that people can have some pride and accomplishment, and people can, the wealth gap, the racial wealth gap in this country is just, is phenomenal. It's something that was part of an article I did, I believe it was just last week, Bill, that the typical African American or Hispanic or Latino, one or the other in this country, makes 68 to 75% of what the white person is making in this country overall.
Let's go back to what you just said about fair. What is fair?
Yeah.
In America, when you talk about this system that we have in America, it's never been fair.
Never fair. Never a level playing field.
Never.
Home of the free land.
Can't get there. It won't get there.
Right.
Because of the type of people, the mindset in this nation.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this, and it's not just white folks. Yeah. It's black folks.
You sure?
When you look at the makeup of, when we're talking about Jackson and Hinds County, when you look at the makeup of Jackson and Hinds County, we can't get along.
Right.
We can't even sit down and discuss anything. We fussing and fight. We making all kinds of scenes. Let's work together.
Right.
Let's do what Working Together Jackson motto is, working together.
That's it.
Let's work together, city council. Let's work together, supervisors. Let's work together, state elected officials.
And learn how to listen.
And learn how to listen and make a difference.
That's right. That's right.
I'm thinking about the next election.
Wouldn't that be something? If that was contagious, if we could all wake up tomorrow morning with this heart for, just listening to what the people that we're going to encounter that day, just listen to what they have to say instead of be waiting to judge and divide up people.
Chris, if we could do that on election day, 6 o'clock in the morning, people be lining up to go vote.
Well, Bill, I know we're up against the clock a little bit here, but I want to mention, because this voting is so critical, and you have been in that field for so many years, and so the importance of this. You stressed it earlier, but do you know that there is a movement that's starting with HBCUs, and it's going to start in Georgia, and Transformative Justice is one of the organizations. The second one is escaping me right now, but they are going to be marching from Albany to Atlanta, and to try to set an example. This is all about getting out the vote, and they want to make this national, but it's going to start in Georgia, and they want to register 10 million new voters by the time we get to the general election. And I sure want to be part of that. And I sure want to be part of anything that could do, like you just said, have a line at 6 a.m. Before the polls even open.
Before they even open. We don't have the kind of people right now where they're energized. We got to energize. We need a Stacey Abrams in Mississippi.
Yeah.
We need a Stacey Abrams. If I was person that lost for senator that stepped up and did the Stacey Abrams movement and went out there and energized voters and got them engaged, it would have made a difference. We're too comfortable. We're cute. We don't want to sweat.
That's right.
We don't want to do the highways and the byways and all those kind of things. We want to sit in our comfort zone and in our air conditioner and think that we can. Right. Think that we're going to make it
tomorrow.
We lose every time.
Well, Bill, we ran right up against the clock. We want to thank our viewers for tuning in to this program for Working Together Jackson under the big banner here of Together, to just try and emphasize that message. And Working Together Jackson will be back in the studio on this coming Monday at 1:30 in the afternoon. Mondays and Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. Please join us for Together and Working Together Jackson, Working Together Mississippi, and please visit workingtogetherjackson.org website. Lots of helpful information. So thank you and have a great day and stay safe.